I think they're obviously both visionary experiences. They occur without perceptual stimulation within the confines of our close-eyed heads. So you could say the psychedelic vision and the dream vision both occur in a theater that is apparently all-enveloping, an immersive environment of vision that is complete worlds, complete dimensions, both terrifying and extremely, everything, great and funny and crazy, symbolic. The importance of dreams is always been there and been baffling as well. I'd say that the main drive in the psychedelic vision that makes it different for me is the remarkable ability to access divinity, to access infinity, to access a kind of wisdom that is really the language of mystics, that is not as present in all my dreams. I am not always having the same kind of visionary drive toward a spiritual reality and as noticeably in my dream state as in my psychedelic state. And in the psychedelic, there's almost always a return to spirit and love and a kind of transformation from fear and an opening, to unity. And in how I process the most positive psychedelic experiences, of course, there are those that make us feel terrible and contracted and threatened and never want to go back there too. I'm not saying that doesn't happen, but the reason I keep going back to psychedelics is that they open the mind, and I remain conscious of these visions, which to my mind is the crucial difference, that one has complete apparent observational intelligence as one does when one is observing the outside world with a wakeful state. It's possible to have a wakeful witness and with memory turned on. With dreams, it's much more sketchy for myself to have many people who have trained in dream yoga and things like that are much more adept. I'm not saying it's not possible, but I have not achieved that or put the time into developing my lucid dreaming. But psychedelically speaking, I've certainly had enough openings in a spiritual sense to know that that's the reason I go there, and for me it's quite distinctive and intentional that one can open up to those spaces. And quite often you need spiritual rootedness within those journeys as well, and it's best to be taken very seriously. Whereas dreaming, there's not so many legal instructions before dreaming. Dreaming is pretty much free, available, and the visionary journey that we go on every day, and so there's a everyday quality to it. The psychedelic vision, hopefully something is rare, important, and a long digestion period thereafter, to really unpack the symbolic importance. that might have come at a very rapid pace through this infinite intelligence that you have access to in a psychedelic state. Now, of course, we have the DMT molecule right in our brain.
Yeah.
And this probably plays an important role in dreaming as well, you know, as it probably does in our day-to-day perception, you know. The neuroscientists say that, you know, basically our perception is imagination. You know, we're projecting the space that we're surrounded by.
Yeah.
Well, I think that many dreamers might say that they're in touch with the archetypal or collective unconscious, that they go, you know, the door opens in the back, and they go out the back door of their minds and start frolicking in the Elysian fields together, you know. A lot of people say they saw me in their dreams last night, you know. I keep very busy, you know. But the as far as the psychedelic stuff, I think it's a lot of that is also based on the dosage. You know, like at 100 mics or less, this is a psycholytic dose. And the early psychedelic therapists, before they made it illegal, were able to use this and have a talk therapy session, a long talk therapy session with something, and get a lot of things addressed, like the psychotherapy with psilocybin and things like this. And MDMA, somehow it facilitates the discussion of psychodynamic issues that might entrap a person, keep them in a negative mind spiral. And so the therapeutic application of these substances is also something that's quite positive and quite possible. So the engagement of psychodynamic material, even though it's a psychedelic experience, is the case. And often Groff has saying that you have to work through a certain amount of your psychodynamic stuff, perhaps before you might access the higher spiritual dimensions. Or it was quite an amazing experience. I think I smoked DMT in my dream.
Wow.
And had an amazing experience. It wasn't the greatest DMT experience I've ever had, but I had a DMT experience, and then I came back and I realized I had dreamed I had a DMT experience. So there's something that's encoded in us after we have a psychedelic experience, a memory of that, that could, you know, create a facsimile. If we were master of that, we could be tripping every night, as we possibly are. Don't you think that they keep us asking that question, and that drives the intelligence? You know, that we are filled with mystery. We don't know shit, actually, and that is humbling. It's hard for a mind to get, but if the mind were open to the dream world and seeing the absurd intelligence at work in the symbol play, that you would be struck by the sacred unconscious that is at play in yourself as it is at play in the dream of reality. And so in that way, it could have a function to open that sacred place in your mind that is similar in psychedelics.